Drivers, welcome back to Motion RC. I'm James, and today we're going to be doing a surface video on our new lineup of XK trucks. And the first one we're doing is the awesome 18 scale Brave Pro. We've been having a lot of fun. I got about 5 of the cars now from the XK lineup that we got in. These are ready to run. They run anywhere from like $70 to $100 something, everything included. But I'm telling you, we have had, Alex and I, so much fun. You can see some of the footage. We built a ramp to really send them. I want to learn how to reposition my car when it's in midair to try my best to land on the wheels, which doesn't always happen, and just learn more about surface as we advance to bigger stuff, because we got a lot of cars on the website already in all different price ranges from different manufacturers, and we're gonna have a lot more coming, so it's on me to start getting into the driving. So as far as what you see, everything you see in front of you is what you're gonna get in one of these packages. Now the Brave itself, we'll show you, we have 3 different color options on this one. This is the red version. We have a black and a blue version, all the same vehicle, just different different covers on top. Again, it's a super fun model. For anyone looking to get into RC cars, like even me, I'm a beginner in this. This was perfect for me. It's got a lot of speed and a lot of torque. We could show you some footage now. We were just driving out, like most guys are gonna do with these. You're probably gonna drive them in your front yard and on the street in front of you, and that's what we did. We just took it out right in front of right in front of the studio, and we're just driving around, and man, she can whip around. She's got torque. She can, if you goose it too much, she can almost flip over from a dead start, but she will wheelie, if you will, and go. She'll do some drifting. I was having a lot of fun with that, trying to figure out how to do reverse drift to forward was a lot of fun. And I could see having a bunch of these, setting up some cones with some friends or with your kids and your family. You can really have a great time. Then also, when you get to jumping, I was impressed with how durable she was, because majority of the parts on this one are all plastic. So I wasn't sure, obviously in my rookiness of driving, hitting a jump and trying to adjust, that's a matter of hitting the throttle either in forward or reverse. You can backflip, front flip, to get the car to land. I was afraid that I was gonna, and I did numerous times, not land well, and I wasn't sure how long she was gonna last. But we did a bunch of jumps, and she took them really well. As you can see, it's a beautiful car. I'm excited to play with more of them. But as far as the truck and bashing, she's really awesome. But now let's, while I have it here, let's just go through. So again, in the box, you're gonna get the box like this. She's gonna just be the car, the transmitter's all gonna be inside, but the car is just zip tied in. So you basically just cut out the zip ties, and she's already built up. So she will come out like this. But now you can see she is beat up a little bit on mine, but you're gonna get a manual. And now what I like about the manual for these kind of cars, or at least they're very detailed. They give you nice exploded views. So one thing about RC cars for you beginners out there, and one thing I know just from being around it, cars take maintenance. You're going to want to maintain them to keep them going. And the beauty is at Motion RC, we have a bevy of spare parts available for these cars, which is great. And we're going to keep them in stock all the time, which is awesome. But you can see the exploded views. That's going to really help you when you're looking to figure out how to fix things. If you just need a spring on your shock, things like that. When you see the exploded view, it helps to put things back together, if you will, and the manual, does a good job for that. You do get a charger. It is just a 5 volt, 2 amp, up to 2 amp charger. You could plug it into your laptop, plug it into, the same way you charge your cell phone. You get a little lug nut. So that's going to help you take off your tires if you eventually need to replace, because you'll wear out the tread, especially if you're running them on concrete a lot. You obviously get the transmitter. The only thing you're going to have to supply is it takes 4 AA batteries inside. So you'll have to supply the AA batteries. But now I like the transmitter. It's a large size, but what I do like that you do get steering trim and you do get throttle trim. So those are really probably 2 of the most important things on a car. You want to make sure she drives straight by trimming it out in the steering, and you want to make sure you get the throttle to the right position where the second you goose it, she can go. But if you want to give it to a child and you don't want it to go so fast, you could trim the throttle down so when they jack the throttle, she won't go so hard. So that's also a good way for a beginner to learn, so you're not overdoing it at the start. taking a look inside her body, and again, I'm going to show you. She could take it. She is beat up, which is the way to go. I've cracked the top because I landed on the top a lot. But let me take off. You just got 4 body clips, and then you can see inside. You get great. You're going to get access to everything. So the LiPo battery comes with a Dean's connector, and this is a 2S LiPo, and it just gets Velcroed in. So we can unplug that here, and it is a 1500 milliamp LiPo. Now, when we were goosing it around, I'm gonna say we got about 10 minutes of driving time, and I was going hard, you know, pedal to the metal, if you will, the entire time. You do have a brushed motor in here, which is nice, and again, all seated. You got your servo, easy access if you have to, say, replace this, but you can see all plastic on here, but the shocks are nice with ball links on the front. But majority of the internals are plastic, but everything looks to be easy access. You do have a switch. You could turn the car on. You can see you got your light, turn it on and off. You could leave the battery plugged in, which I like. You don't have to try to get under there and plug the battery in once you have your top on to get it started or something like that, which is awesome. But overall, I'm really impressed with this. And what I really liked, going back to some of the jumping footage, was that, you know, this one, I wasn't expecting it to have the torque to be able to manipulate it in midair. But after you drive it, you're going to be impressively, for its size, you're going to be impressed with the speed that she offers and the punch. But when you're in the air, if you goose the throttle, she will rotate in either orientation, depending if you go reverse or forward, really well. So a couple times I was able to hit it right. I went up and then came down, landed right, and got out of there. But for guys that are going to be just driving this around on your front lawn, your backyard, you know, taking it to a trail, or, you know, just out in your front yard and jumping the curb, she's going to be a lot of fun for you. So let me just plug it in real quick while we got it here. So you will just press the button, transmitter goes on, and then you turn on, and she'll bind up. There you go. So you got your left, you got right, and then goose the throttle and she will go. And I didn't have my battery secure, but that's it. Or reverse. But she has, you can see, she has a lot of power, which is really impressive. Again, it's just a 2S LiPo inside. And if you have a Dean's connection, obviously you can charge the LiPo quicker than with this if you have an actual charger with, you know, a Dean capable charge. But now I will say, just for the interest of fairness, I jumped this thing probably 100 times, and eventually the first piece that I broke was the shock absorbing plate. So this plate back here, I kept landing like this, like this, like this. I was landing on the upside down. So I have, here it is. So again, we have spare parts. They all come. So that was a quick replacement I just did before making this video. But this had broke, so so she was hanging down like that. But again, a simple replacement. I think this part was a few dollars, and she is back up and going. Took me all of 5 minutes to unscrew it and get it back in. So that was just one of the issues. Obviously, again, it's a car, so if you're doing the jumps, we made a big ramp, as you can see. We were jumping it probably a lot higher than most people are gonna. If you're gonna land her on her tires over time, you know, things are going to wear and tear. So with RC cars, you definitely want to keep up on your maintenance, check things before you go out there, and, you know, be prepared for that. Most car guys are prepared for that. And also be prepared for this channel to do more quick tips on some surface stuff. So I'm definitely going to make a video of how to replace that on an XK car, because that was really easy. But looking at it in here, nothing is too hard to get access to and take apart and put back together. It's a really well-built truck, and perfect for a beginner to get into RC driving and having some fun. So I think that's going to do it for this video, guys. That is the first of the XK Cars lineup. Next one we're going to be doing is the A-Cross. We've got a few of the other ones, the military truck too. We're going to be doing a lot more. So guys, if this is your first time joining Motion RC because of a surface vehicle, then thank you for joining. And hit that like and subscribe button, because we're going to have a lot more surface content coming in the future. We can't wait. And that'll do it for us, guys. Alex behind the camera, James in front of it. And we'll see you next time at Motion RC.